Hi guys!
Ciao!
So in this video we're going to give you a breakdown of how much things cost in a 1-week holiday in Lanzarote, from flights to accommodation to food to transport, so it can help you plan your own.
Let's start! So, flights. We flew in March, so it was low season, and we booked 5 months in advance, so as well that could give us discount potentially. We flew from Gatwick to Lanzarote, to Arrecife, and we flew out on a Thursday and we came back on a Wednesday. In total, 2 round-trip tickets for both of us cost £113, so back and forth, so that's about £56 per person, so not bad at all, really.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most cheapest things we had, really.
Yes, and as well it's a 4 hours long flight, so quite long flight.
Unfortunately, with no entertainment, but there was plenty on food that
Yes.
was selling for you though. So yeah, also worth noting to you guys that we didn't take any hand luggages or anything like that, or any large suitcases. We just went there with 2 simple backpacks.
Yes.
So these backpacks was more allocated to fit underneath the seats. However, people still put them on top anyway in the end, but that was the rules of EasyJet initially. We neatly put all our clothes into this kind of like nice compact style, and that was, we fitted everything in one, all our clothes in the one, and then in the other it was like just electronics, documents and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty efficient. It was straight into the airport, straight to the security, and straight to the departures, so it was beautiful.
Yes.
We went with accommodation and location. So with the accommodation of the apartment, came with a kitchen, we could eat and prepare things whilst we're there. It had a washing machine where we could just come light and wash and clean our clothes. And then with the position, we was pretty much 2 minutes away from the harbour in Puerto de Carmen. And we had pretty much all the amenities right close to us as well. So we didn't have to go far or pay for taxis or be making an arduous journey just to get some groceries and stuff. So.
Yes, and you also had a terrace as well, which was nice.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful view on the sea, so it was really beautiful. That little sofa on the little terrace, it was really nice. And a big plus is that it had shutters as well in the bedroom, so we could have like a beautiful sleep at night, really pitch dark. It was really nice, uninterrupted sleep, so that was a big perk. So like this flat for 6 nights in total, so we booked it on booking.com. As Genius members we got a 10% discount, which was nice, appreciated. It came up to about £17 in discount from the place, and then another £17 circa discount as free airport transfer from the airport to the place, to our flat, which was nice as well, that it was given from booking, so we could have like the taxi from the airport to the flat. So it came up to £272, which equals around £45 per night. So if we split it between me and James, technically it's £22.50 per night per person, so it's actually
not bad.
Very affordable.
£22 each, just as cheap as when you go to other places for hostels and stuff, where you're sharing rooms with other people. So this was 1-bedroom apartment, so
yes, it was really nice.
It was good.
Yes.
With that in mind, what would you say the pros and cons about the apartment?
Pros, pros. Well, it was clean, it was modern. The kitchen, the oven, the washing machine, the terrace, the shutters. Those were all the pros for me. You also had a TV, but we didn't really make use of it.
I put it on once. There was Spanish Simpsons. I was just blowing my mind, so I had to turn it off.
What were the cons for you then?
It's just minor things really. So the main con, which is kind of a good thing for them to get sorted, was just a shower. It didn't drain the water as quick, and it didn't have a lip. So basically, the water could just spew out onto the main tiles in the bathroom. Yeah, it's something that they probably just need to fix themselves really. And then for some reason there was just, as we got there, we saw an ant spray on the counter.
Thinking, what's that?
Every now and again, like you left the odd crumb after you make dinner, and we just saw little ants conjugating together.
They were minuscule. They were the smallest ants. When we were in Australia, they were like very small ants, but these ones
even smaller.
They were like microscopic kind of ants. What is this? And they were transporting the crumb. Like the crumb they were transporting was so much bigger than them.
Yeah, it was cute. The last little thing was just Just the thinness of the walls sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you could hear the guy spluttering upstairs. Had a bad cough, didn't he? And he had little music and noises, but you know,
yes.
it's expected everywhere really. So, but yeah, just
Apart from that.
yeah, it was all speak and span really. It was good. So the next topic we're going to be talking about transport. So since, as Fran mentioned near the start of the video, we had a free taxi service through Booking, which was a bit of a bonus. And then a day after, we eventually got a car that we booked, which was a Fiat 500.
Yes.
So yeah, Fran will tell you about the perks about that.
Yes, so the Fiat 500, so it was the cheapest option out of all the other cars that were available. And when we were looking for a rental car, we saw at the beginning just the international rental companies like Hertz, Enterprise, Avis, but then we thought, oh, let's try to see if the local rental company is going to be cheaper, and they were. Cabrera Medina, Autos Famara, Plascar, Payless for a car, and then C-Car, so they were all a bit cheaper than Avis, Hertz, Enterprise and so, but in the end the cheapest one was with C-Car, so we got our Fiat 500 through them. And it was really nice in a way that they didn't withdraw the security deposit that is usually put on like 250 euros, 250 pounds sometimes, that is withdrawn when you rent a car, and then obviously it's gonna, if you didn't damage the car, it's gonna be given back to you. But it says they didn't do it, and also good perk that came with no extra fee was that they delivered the car to us, yes, to our apartment on the first day, and then we could actually drop it back at the airport on the last day. So it's nice, like a different location. Sometimes it gets charged extra when you do that. So how much did it cost? So it cost us 129 euros for 4 days. So that equals around 27, well, I converted it into pounds as well for our own convenience, so 110 pounds, so about 27 pounds a day. So really not bad, because normally, and I tell you, Avis, Hertz, Enterprise, they were all charging more than 50 pounds per day.
Yes.
So yes, pretty much half price, like going local company.
Yeah, and perhaps with those extra little perks as well.
Yes, yes. And speak a bit about fuel. What do you think? Like in terms of how we went. Like
it was good. So you know, it arrived obviously with a full tank, and we have to give it back in a full tank. And it cost us 35 euros for the whole week. Technically, we could have probably pushed it to 30. You know, when you can give the illusion that it's full, but it's just still on that.
Like when you give it back.
Top measure. But obviously we thought no, just in case, keep it full.
And it was petrol. Yes.
Yeah, it was a petrol car, not diesel. Next we're going to speak about Fran's favourite subject is
food.
There we go. We went to mainly the local store where we were staying in Puerto de Carmen, which is Superdino. There was other ones called Hyperdino or Iperdino, which is probably just a larger store of itself. And then we kept ourselves to Lidl as well. Lidl was a gem.
Which was a bonus, we had in Puerto del Carmen.
So for breakfasts we kept things simple. We didn't really go for cereal this time. We just went with more so yogurt.
Biscuits. Like the biscuits in Spain.
We thought to try different biscuits as well. They have a lot of good sugar-free options as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar-free options, which is like very, it's not put in special parts of the supermarket like the sugar-free, and they don't charge you more for it. So
just
it's
general,
actually really good.
The main brands, with them obviously we had tea and stuff like that for breakfast, and then we did get a few kind of croissants and pastries as well that we could have for the morning. It just gives you a little bit more full. And then for kind of lunch / late afternoon meal, when we was out on the boat, we got a little bit addicted to crisps.
Yeah, the crisps were lovely. They were like
we just had a simple plain crisps anyway, but they just had delicious.
Yes, with some like pastries as well. So in that way, having the pastries, the crisps, and so seems a bit dry.
Yeah,
but
not the best meal. We had some juice as well and stuff.
But it kept us under £5 pretty much for lunch. You know, something sweet as well. And then for the nights when we ate in, we had mainly like some ready dishes like lasagnas, then some vegetables to have on the side, and then we got ice cream, a bit of fruit. So yes,
it was bread as well.
Bread. Yes, simple, like obviously simple dinners or so, but at least you still try what they have in that supermarket that is more local. to the place, so
Yeah.
which is nice to experience as well. And in total, like the cost of groceries for the week was around 80 euros, equals about 67-68 pounds. So yes, quite low, I would say.
Yeah.
Since we were still, obviously, we had all the breakfasts covered, mainly most dinners covered, and our lunches, our packed lunches out of the Lidl food and so yeah.
Speaking of crisps, I got a little bit hungry then. Anyway, hold on, let me take a few. I'll be right back.
Which we're speaking about now, restaurants, eating out. So
Yeah, so weirdly enough, after our first day, obviously we didn't have a car or anything that day. On the evening, as we was walking back
from the walk in Puerto Calero to Puerto Calero, you remember that walk, looking for those engravings that we aren't even sure we found. Potentially that fish on that rock was one
you
of
just
them.
can't let that go, can you? You just can't let that go.
Yeah. So we were extremely hungry.
Yeah, a little bit peckish for more caloric dense, food, more junkish maybe. So weirdly enough, we obviously walked past Burger King. I was like, oh, Fran, they do a veggie meal here, like pretty good, like proper burger and nuggets.
Maybe, yeah.
Especially nuggets as well.
Yeah.
So we thought, shall we just try something different? I haven't eaten Burger King for about 15 years anyway. But no, it was pretty good. It was pretty decent.
Yeah, what did we have? We had, like, apart from tasting the nuggets, there was the nine nuggets in the
delicious. It felt, obviously, it felt like the equivalent really. It was pretty nice.
So nuggets. Then you had like a double veggie burger thing. They gave me two patties, which was nice. Then I had like the chicken burger, right, with some mayo stuff. It was really nice. It was nice and crispy. And then we had chips as well, 2 chips.
Yeah, 2 chips.
Yeah, 2 chips and the drinks. But yeah, overall it was 21 euros. Speaking of another that wouldn't be really classed as a restaurant, but still eating out, is IKEA. Right? It was IKEA for the lunchtime.
You can mock us with that, but we was around the area and it was why not grab something quick, just to get going really.
Yeah.
We normally go with the veggie hot dogs and then fries. Normally I would have that in the UK, but over in Lanzarote they didn't have the fries in the
bistro part.
Yeah, in the bistro part. So I was like, okay, we can get chips, and because we want that chips as well. But you have to go to the main canteen area for chips, which is normally a little bit more expensive. It was but it's what it is. So we got
still expensive in the range of £1.
Yeah, it's
€1.50 actually the chips there.
Tight asses really.
We also got drinks. Which as well, we thought, like when you get like a cup, you pay for the cup and then you go and refill it as many times as you wish.
But the woman told me off because she couldn't refill it. I was like, why can't you refill it? And every other kid that you can refill. She goes, no, not here. I was like, well, can I just do this last one now? I'm halfway through. So she said, yeah, I did it about 3 times anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like you usually pay for the cup, yes, for the paper cup, and then you refill it.
Of course you do,
and then we had like a couple of cakes as well. So no, overall it came up to 10 euros. They all for both. So
pretty decent meal. We were familiar with it, so it was alright. Really.
And then instead, proper restaurant. That was a proper restaurant that we ate out in Costa Teguise. The place was called Dolmen, so it was a Sardinian restaurant. It was really good there. We had an extremely good service. We had 3 courses meal, so antipasto, so starter, main, and dessert. We had drinks. There was as well bread on the table, so in total it came up to 51 euros, and I thought it was extremely good value. And then we ate out in Playa Blanca on the way back from the beach, from the Papagayo beach. We found this place that was called it's still there, Simple and Natural. It was delicious there as well. It was really good. I enjoyed my pizza.
The quality of food, you can taste it really, and the love and care.
Yes, the care, yes. And we had like these stretched out pizzas, really good portion, really big pizza. We had drinks and we shared a dessert as well, and it was really good quality, I found. And the only thing about this, if you're ever in the area, be mindful that this place is only open from Monday to Friday and only around lunchtime, so they're not open for dinner.
It's good life, though.
So yes, and the cost of this restaurant, and it was restaurant cafe, was 25 euros. So 25 euros for, so see, 4 extra euros compared to Burger King.
Yeah, and it was much more quality anyway.
Yes,
so.
and like a really, really good meal.
Big portions as well.
Yeah,
so.
big portions. And yes, so in total, all our restaurants came up to 107 euros, which is about 90 pounds. So we thought as well, it was good value.
Yeah. Right guys, so on to museums.
Yes, museums. So we got, as you guys saw in the videos, when we were visiting the Jardín de Cactus, the Cueva de los Verdes and the Caminos del Agua. So that was all part of a combo ticket that included 3 attractions, and that obviously gave us a discount that we purchased ahead of the trip. So we got both these combos, so they were 23 euros and a half, 23 euros 50 per person. So that came to 47 pounds for both of us for these 3 attractions. So I thought it was good value, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then for the Casa Museo Manrique in Aria and for the Fundación Manrique in Taiche, that wasn't possible to purchase ahead of time, but we purchased on the day and we chose the combo there as well, so that we combined both, and that gave us a discount. So it was 17 euros per person, so 34 euros. So in total it came up, and I got my list here, so in total we went, yes, it was 81 euros, so 68 pounds for all the museums that we visited. And then in terms of miscellaneous expenses, there was the cream, the hand cream that we got in the Aloe shop. That was 10 euros 69 if I remember.
Which we thought it was a unique shop, but yeah, it was a chain all round, but it's still good cream anyway. So.
Yes, still kind of organic cream, and so it was good. So about 8 pounds. So now I'll give you the grand total of all the flights. Let's do like, so 113 for flights, 272 for the apartment, 110 for the car, 30 pounds for fuel. Now I'm putting it all in pounds, you see all in dollars as well. For the counterpart, 67 pounds for food in grocery, 90 pounds for food in restaurants / eating out, fast food, 68 pounds for museums, and 8 pounds for miscellaneous hand cream. So that gives us a grand total of 758 pounds. Okay, so that was how much we spent for our week in Lanzarote. So yes, so that was all then for this video. So we thought it was going to be useful to do a budget video because it gives you an idea as well.
How much?
Since you saw us around these videos and so, and I think it can be useful for you guys and to plan and have an idea of how much things cost in the place.
But yeah, let us know if you got any other tips and tricks yourself really, and how you went about one holiday that you guys done and you kind of budget in a similar manner, or even better.
Or instead, if you splashed out on everything instead, because you know it's different approaches anyway.
None's right or wrong. It's just what you feel is comfortable in the moment, really. So
So okay, so we end it here then, and
thanks for tuning in, and watching us, and hope the series has been quite fun and good.
And pleasant. Yes, pleasant, you had fun, and we see you next time in Italy.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.